Hey, I'm James, and thanks for joining me here at JTech. We're going to go over a quick tutorial on how to set up your brake rotors for actual machining to get them back into spec in case they're out of round. Over here, we have our brake machining equipment. And right here is the rotor that we're going to be doing a little bit of work on. So it shows right here on the face of the rotor that the minimum thickness allowed is supposed to be 32 millimeters. So when we're done, we'll have to test it out with a caliper and make sure that the measurements are well within spec. Step one, go ahead and find your mounting chuck. Set it in there. Wrong side. So make sure you put the right side in. All right, now the cool thing about this is that while you're putting it on, it self-centers so that you get a good balance mount to the machine. Next up, got your spacers. Hook them onto the machine like so. Now this is your nut, and it's left-handed threaded, so it's reverse threaded. So you turn it lefty-tighty and righty-loosey. And if I can find my wrench, thank you, do a quick tug, and that's all you need to actually hold down on the machine. The machine does all the work for you. All right. Next step, you put on your sound dampening spring. There are other devices like belts and rubber rings. I like the springs because it's a little flexible. Get that on there, and what that does is that keeps this from squealing while you're actually turning the rotors. Now what you want to do is you're going to go power on. Make sure that when you're doing anything involving machining, put on your safety glasses. Alright, step one, you're going to try to get the equipment to cooperate. There we go. We're going to go into where we can make our first contact cut. Barely touch. Right about there. Same thing on the other side. Alright. Go ahead and give them these a tighten. And then we run it all the way back. Now that we've run it back to where we're no longer contacting the rotor, what we want to do is loosen these again. We're going to set our dials to 0 because that was our initial cut. And then we're going to turn them in 2 thousandths. All right, we're going to lock that in. Same thing on this side. We're going to lock that in. Now, what we have is we have our automatic run, which is right here, which is our switch that we can set to slow or fast. And this will go until it's all the way done with the process. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and we're doing a fast cut. And you can see the difference in where the cut's being made now to where we've got to go. All in all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out this process. Right now, the rotor is still running. But to give you my outro, my name is James. This is a quick tutorial on how to set up and actually machine your rotors to get them back into true. And when we're done here for the process, we're going to make sure that we use a caliper to test to make sure that we have not machined it down less than 32 millimeters. All in all, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Have a good one.